A missing persons report has been filed as local teacher Mr. Nyson is nowhere to be found in a time where his students are in desperate need of e-learning. This leaves us to question, was he kidnapped? Will he return? Will there be a substitute teacher? We have reporters out in the field at his last known whereabouts. I'm going to send it over to our correspondent, Patrick Starr. Patrick, do you have any updates on this? Thank you, Gary. This was Mr. Nyson's last known whereabouts. As you can see here, it looks like he was all set up for the day, Wednesday, May 13th. But where is he? If he's all set up, what heinous crime could have happened that he is not here? Oh, this just in. We have news from Sandy that we might have whereabouts on him. So I'm going to send it over to Sandy.
Thanks, Patrick. Sandy here. As you can hear, there is music playing, so we ran as fast as we could to cover to see if Mr. Nyson could be found here, but he is not here. Back to you, Gary.
Thanks, Sandy Cheeks. I'm going to send it over to Pearl. We have new information about his whereabouts. Pearl?
Thanks, Gary. I'm pretty sure I know where he's at. I'm on my way there now. Oh, I found him! Doesn't he know it's time for e-learning? He's out planting sweet corn. Some say that he is outstanding in his field. It's time for e-learning.
Oh, we better hurry. I got to get inside. We got a lot of math to learn today. Let's go.
Come on. Let's go.
Wednesday, everybody. Sorry about that. I kind of lost track of time. I tried to never have a sub. I was just out there trying to get the sweet corn. I figure if I grow enough sweet corn, then I'll be able to play the piano by ear. But no, seriously, trying to get the sweet corn in before it rains tonight. It's supposed to be nice weather. Finally, the cold maybe will go away. But there's a lot of great jokes about sweet corn and growing corn. Some are rather corny and some are rather amazing. But, I have a hard time remembering jokes. I'm kind of like that worm in a cornfield. They just go in one ear and out the other. And so, hey, make sure you take attendance for this Wednesday morning. Don't forget. And we're ready to start the e-learning for today. Remember to take my hat off. There's no hats in school. And let's see what we have in store for Merge today. Today we're going to continue our discussion of absolute value. Remember, absolute value. And so today we're just going to see which quantity that has absolute value in it is greater. And sometimes we'll put them in order, and sometimes we will just say which one's greater than or less than or equal. So the video will be right here once this gets done. Click on that first. Watch it. You'll get 100%. We have 7 questions today. And so the first question is, which is greater, the absolute value of -5 or just a 9? Which is a greater distance from 0? And so the absolute value of -5, that would be 5 away from 0. And 9 is 9 away from 0. Well, remember, greater than, less than, it eats the bigger number. C is for cookie. Cookie, cookie, cookie starts with C. Chum, 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 chum. And so the 9 is bigger. And so we will select that. And first one's done. 6 more to go. And so the second one, which one has a greater distance from 0? Which one has a greater absolute value? Well, the absolute value of -3.8, Jasmine, would be, yes, that would just be 3.8. And so on the other side is 3.8. So on this one, that would make them both, what, Lucy? Yes, it would make them both equal. 3/4 or the absolute value of -3/4? Well, the absolute value of 3/4 is 3/4. And the absolute value of -3/4, Gideon, is 3/4. Excellent. And that means those are also both equal. And so we got equal on that. And we're on to question 4. Ooh, now we got one where we got to put them in order. Now, make sure you're least distance from 0. Which one has the greatest distance from 0? And so as we go through that, Jayla, which one has the least distance from 0? Well, 0 does, because that's where 0 lives, so we'll put him over there. Now, which one would have the greatest distance from 0? Well, 9 would. And then which one has the closest to 0? -1. And so But wait, this negative 6.5 is not absolute value. So it actually is the smallest number because we're not doing the distance from 0. We are only doing the distance from 0 if there's absolute value around it. So these will be kind of hard because some of you will be like, wait, I'm going to take the absolute value of negative 6.5. No, because there's no absolute value around. And I almost messed that up because I thought there absolute value around all of them. And so the least value is negative 6.5. Then you would have 0. Then the absolute value of negative 1 is 1. Then the absolute value of 9 is 9. And see, that would be the order from least to greatest. And so don't mess up these. Just find the answer for each one and then put them in order is what you want to do. Okay? And so let's move on to the next one. Question 5. Summer, what's the absolute? See, like this, you would just find the answers and then answer it. The absolute value of 4 is 4. And then Summer, what's the absolute value of negative 2? Well, that'd be 2. And then alligator mouth, Pac-Man. If you're sitting playing video games all day, chomp, 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 chomp. Go chase the ghosts. And so the 4 is bigger. And so the 4 is greater. Great job, Summer. The next one. Are we taking the absolute value of each? Is there bars around both? Carter? No. And so we don't just automatically make them positive. There are no bars around this. So it is just a negative 8.6. Well, then the absolute value of 1.9, Carter, is, yeah, just 1.9 because we keep it positive. And then, is a negative number greater or a positive number greater? Well, the positive number is greater. Gotta go the same way as the screen. And so that's the one we want. And we pick that. And we're on to the last question. What's greater, the absolute value of 1/5 or negative 4/5? Well, this negative 4/5 is gonna stay negative. And a negative is always less than a positive. So Brody, yeah, we want to pick B because positive 1/5 is going to be greater than negative 4/5. And so let's see if we go 7 for 7 and bring down the confetti. Woohoo! And so make sure, a couple of you email me and go, my grade, you need to go back and do past assignments. There's nothing worse that kills your grade than a big old 0. And so you get a 10 on one, you get a perfect, 100%, and then you get a 0%. You know what those average to? 50, and that's an F. And so you don't want that. And so just do them all, and if any of them have red around them, that means it's not a good score. And so try to go back and get that. And if you can find the old videos, then watch those and it'll help you do them. Okay? So I hope all of you have a great day before the rain comes tonight. And hey, we miss all of you. Let me know. Email me. And hey, keep up the great work. You'll make a big difference. Bye-bye.